Gimpxtreme and the 24 seed Paraducks64. I'm Pro-A007, and joining me is the legend himself, Big John.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
Getting right down to it, we have a World 3 and a pipe check. As you will see, everything is randomized, including pipe locations. And fortunately, so are Cheap Hammer Brothers. So Gimp get through it right away, but Paraducks having a little trouble here, but we'll get a free pass to the Fortress, which is the World 6 Fort 1.
No cheesing here. We are staying little. No speed stress, just riding out. Oh, I thought we got rid of the auto scrollers in this game. Why do we have this?
Yeah,
Should get rid of those platforms, make it more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a speed strat from Gimp. Try and go for the quick kill on Boom Boom. I don't think he's going to get there quite fast enough. Oh, he does. Well done.
So we have literally no reason to explain this to you all anymore, because I'm sure everybody's been watching this race over the past
6 weeks,
month and a half, yeah. So you all already know what they expect, and of course you already know that our pipes are randomized on a world map, World 3, not World Free this time, and of course they now know where to go.
They have to take the long way to 3-9, and they get 3-4 is 1-1. So just a quick background on our competitors. Gimpxtreme, the 4 seed. This is his first bracket match. He went 3-0 in Group C, and had a very solid set of wins. Whereas Paraducks was 1-2 in Group L, finished in a 3-way tie for second, and won the tiebreaker with a very solid time, and then he defeated the Seawolf 1 in his first round match with a time of 48.06. So don't let his 24 seed fool you. He is a very, very competent runner.
Yes, sir. You had to work pretty hard there. We had a number of ties here, so they definitely earned their spots here. And you know, if you watch some races early, you can know that even some of the best players can easily be defeated by just one simple path choice. RNG takes claim to you, and some bad depths and whatnot. So, regardless, in this bracket stage, you're going to see some good action here for sure.
Yeah, talk about routing choices. That was really the decisive aspect of earlier today between when Chuck Attacks and Grand Pooh Bear. Chuck went one way in Pipeland, Grand Pooh Bear went the other, and that turned out to be the difference, and Chuck moved on to the quarterfinals.
Indeed. Gimp, unfortunately, taking a little death there. Not by Boss Bass, which I'm sure the chat wouldn't mind, but unfortunately, the enemy contact there, so going to take a different choice here.
He's going to take Gimp's going to take an intentional death to go back to 3-8, which is 1-2. So nice to know that 6-6 is optional here.
Yeah. Let's get past that bass there. And again, for those who don't know, this is played in a Warpless style. There are no whistles, which you all should already know. And our first 7 worlds are in randomized order. We don't know what's next, but World 8's map will always be last. And of course, as they work to World 8, we haven't many options for that yet, but inventory will come into play, as it usually always does, between the hammers, those P-Wings, and of course, just having power-ups that you may need from some uneventful deaths, which you're down to 3 lives here. Got to keep that in mind, too, especially on those longer worlds. Sometimes you may have an intentional death, and those lives really do subtract quickly.
Speaking of inventory, we get our first end card draw. Paraducks goes 0 for 2 on that, so he'll move on to Wendy. We're gonna get good Wendy or bad Wendy.
Well, you know, everybody wants bad Wendy. We want the 5-hit thick earthquake Wendy, of course.
And we have our first vanilla, aka Fred level. The World 3 airship is the World 3 airship. So get your Fred predictions in for vanilla levels if you haven't already.
So here we go. There she is. I'm already disappointed already.
Yeah, well, she's making, it's a 4-hitter, but, Paraducks gets through first at 5:16. Gimp, not far behind, he's about 25-30 seconds behind. Gimp's could have a hard time here, because he's Little Mario. He's gotta get those jumps down exactly. Didn't quite get the pattern he wanted, Wendy, so he's going to play it safe, and ooh.
Oh boy. So even though we had a nicer Wendy there, death still happens, unfortunately. So again, going to build a little lead there, Paraducks, because of that mistake. Yeah,
and the item isn't a power-up, it's a star, so he doesn't get any buffer.
Yeah, and on top of that, Paraducks, since we have a very free World 7 routing, not going to be able to take advantage of any missed paths, or at least a bad path choice as we saw earlier today, so...
Right.
Oh boy.
So... And first level he gets in World 7 is the Quicksand, or the Oasis level, and no problem there, so...
Yeah, this is starting to look kind of bad here. Gimp again, taking another death here, just having that one and the extra life in reserve as Paraducks. World 7 being short. Gonna have to really make some moves here, or hope for Paraducks to have some rough luck, because we're in one of our beta stages here.
Yeah, and we've had three beta stages already, and we're not even 7 minutes into this. That's interesting.
Yeah. Who knows? We might go through the whole beta library. Oh no.
There's Paraducks trying to slip past the blooper, didn't quite work out. 3 hits. So, oh no, Gimp got boxed in.
Yeah, you know, when you're playing Wendy Little, you definitely want to look forward to hitting Wendy nearly as soon as she lands. If you're really quick, you can actually beat the spawn of the ring itself. So,
yeah,
gotta be kind of aggressive on Wendy, but going to do a smart thing and try to go for some laps. Don't want to have to replay all these World 3 stages again.
No, this race will be over before it starts.
Yep. Unfortunately, we get a little Starman mustache there, so.
He's going to play the Ice Fortress, try and give himself a little bit of a cushion here. Fortunately, he won't be able to avail himself of the end card. He already played it. He already got 80,000, and we have another Fred sighting.
Well. I think in one good aspect, you can get this level out the way now.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that you've already taken care of 742.
Right.
But never a pleasant stage to see. No one wants to see this stage at any time, honestly.
Yeah. So, although by now, I think the runners still in the tournament are kind of used to this by now. I mean, it's not easy, but they've played it often enough in tournament matches and in practice where they at least have a handle on it.
Yeah, indeed. You know, unfortunately, with the randomizer, what makes it kind of more challenging, especially when you have a lot of those fire shooting piranhas, that really makes it a lot more trivial, or non-trivial, should I say. And of course, if you don't have a power-up, it's even worse. Yeah,
Gimp trying to get to a mushroom house for a little bit of something, but the locks aren't going his way.
Yeah. So he's going to have to try to get this other power-up here. He can have 2 hits now. Well, actually, it's a start anyway. So he's going to have to... He needs to play very aggressive and try to hit Wendy as soon as she lands. And
yeah.
Because once we get that second hit, that's when that third ring comes out and things get bad. We saw it was 4 hits to get this, so let's see what happens here. See, right there he waits. That's what you don't want to do.
Well, I kind of get it. You know, he's just kind of bide his time, wait for an opening, but he's not getting a lot with the rings. Okay. Uh-oh. 3.
One more hit.
Oh no!
And that is
game over.
So unfortunately, man, It's like we're having a deja vu of our earlier race. We have like a major lead starting off almost from the jump of the race.
And I guess the only good news is he only has to play 2 levels, 3-8 and 3-9, because he beat the second fortress. So there is that. I mean, it's not much of a consolation, but you know, you take what you can get, and you should be able to get himself a nice little stockpile of items here. Insofar as before going to Wendy again.
Yeah, it goes to show you. Sometimes you might need to actually practice these Koopa fights, man. You know, just to get them done as quick as possible to minimize all those attacks they can do to you.
And we completely skipped over the World 7 airship being the World 7 airship. So that's our 3rd Fred sighting, and we're only 10 minutes in and 2 worlds down. So Gimp going into the 1.5 beta.
Yep, so Paraducks maintain that lead. Again, looking good for him right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's in real. Oh, Gimp takes a hit. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to go through a repeat here.
Yeah, and of course, Paraducks.
No, he went through a repeat.
Yeah. Paraducks having a hammer again, going to shorten the World 1 map in half already.
Leading off 1.5 is 6-9.
Yeah, the level that typically a lot of players don't even play usually. Again, a level that you typically will P-wing over or typically just wall jump over if you're going that strat.
Right. Though, unlike 6.6, 6.9 is a pretty short level, and unless you get some really weird AI patterns, it's usually not too bad.
Yeah.
And insofar as skippable levels, it's one of the shorter ones.
Yeah, of course.
I think its reputation precedes it more than anything.
Yeah, definitely so.
Okay.
Gimp, here we go again.
Next verse, same as the first, or Gimp going to finally get out of this? Gonna have to get himself out of the corner, though.
Yeah, the problem is after that second hit, with him waiting, you don't know when Wendy will jump, and that happens so often. You delay, waiting delays, you jump at the same time, and that's usually what happens.
Oh wow.
Again, just a note: if you're gonna play Wendy, you need kind of like your Boom Boom fights. Typically, when you fight Boom Boom, you usually hit Boom Boom as soon as he becomes vulnerable again, and that's literally the same strat you should be trying to use on Wendy.
Yeah.
Almost any of the Koopa Kids for that matter, you know.
Yeah. But Wendy, in particular, and Lemmy to a certain extent, get that especially pronounced because of the added variable, the objects in the arena. That should be okay. Oh, the window. He's gonna wait it out, but he's not getting wasn't getting a lot of help from the ring.
Yeah, that's why man, come on, Gimp. Meanwhile, Paraducks is bodying in a Sledge Brother from underneath and picks up yet another valuable hammer. Take that into the 4th world. It's going to be done with this 3rd world in just a little bit at this rate. Going to our World 4 airship. Let's go, Gimp.
Okay.
That 4th hit. Oh. Yeah. Avoid the second game over.
Paraducks out of World 1 at 1343. I think we're going through that old definition of insanity again.
Yeah, you notice we're almost seeing the exact same pattern here, you know, with Wendy always going to the right, Gimp walks left, we jump over ring, we wait for the jump, we walk back left, here comes the jump. Okay, now we just gotta get this 4th hit. Here comes Wendy's jump. Wait, there, ooh.
Got it. Finally out.
Alrighty, so Paraducks gonna skip half of World 2's map, having that hammer we picked up at the end of last world, and Gimp finally out of the 1st world. Quite a deficit, though.
Yeah, he's based on the clear times. He's 9 minutes behind.
Yeah, that is it. Again, we have some shorter levels obviously coming up here, but
World 5 and 6 have got to be brutal to really swing this the momentum back here.
Yeah. So Gimpa's going to be happy at least to see that World 7 will be relatively short.
Yeah.
Paraducks was getting kind of low on lives there, but of course, no issue now.
Yeah, he's good to go. So he skipped the first half of World 2 and gets bodied. Gimp getting bodied by a flying Paragoomba.
Yeah, he might suggest taking a game over here. He does have to traverse to, what, 4 more stages here, including this one.
Yeah. If he hadn't cleared 2-3 already, I think he might have considered it, but...
yeah, it's gonna go. If he gets it in, he get a life at least.
Yeah, I mean, 7. I'm sorry, I'm getting my levels mixed up again.
Somewhere there are only like 50 of them, 67.
Yeah, I know. So, okay, so Paraducks was pyramid. That's why I was thinking that. So Paraducks taking an intentional death at 2-5. He got one of the 2 auto scrollers in the game. Tries luck at 2-4 and gets the palindrome 4-2.
Yeah. So nobody has time for that nice slow level unless you're forced to do it, or no clouds or nothing like that. Which we haven't seen any clouds, I don't think yet.
No, we've seen hammers in abundance, but I don't think clouds have factored into this yet.
Indeed. Does he not get 3 stars? Well, I think most people know that the star is trick to run a full speed 45-degree angle jump.
Yeah, I think that all the runners at this stage know how to do it. So it's just a matter of timing.
Yeah. Of course, when you have a shorter path like Gimp does, you have to maybe have to correct for that. But hopefully Gimp can get through 742 here in 2 tries or less.
Yeah.
Not starting off well here.
Now it's gonna hurt. As you said, it's one. It only gets an extra life out of it. Life out of this.
So,
not
in
much.
Theory, no much game over, maybe.
Not much in the way of friendly piranha plants, though.
Yeah,
that's a good move. 5-5 for Paraducks.
Yeah, Gimp is at that lovely part of this level where it's just got
clipped.
Man, fingernail burnt up. So he's gonna upgrade his power-up stats here, so he's got 2 hits to deal with now.
What? Paraducks.
Of course, people may not know. You can kill those piranhas with a statue when you're above them. So
yeah. So Paraducks getting a Lakitu Cloud from the first set of Hammer Brothers, takes out the Fire Bros. Fire Mario, and gets the star he probably would have preferred to have in the first place.
Indeed, and Gimp unfortunately taking a death there. Again, Fireball Alley literally going on there. Paraducks about to complete the 4th world here. Be halfway done with this seed in the manner of level world speaking.
Yeah, and we still have 4, 5, and 6, and well, 6 is going to be long no matter what. 4 and 5 remains to be seen. Seeing how this all shakes out.
Gimp should have gotten that 1 up there. He skipped that 1 up, and into the tomato sauce. He basically had as long as he got there, he could always get his life back. And unfortunately, he's going to redo those stages he's already cleared. Man, just tough luck for some of our runners today in this tournament, man.
Yeah.
Really, some bad breaks here.
And like we said, Gimp was the 4th seed going into this. He went undefeated in his Group C play, so that wasn't an accident. But unfortunately, he's just gotten a raw deal with the levels and just some unfortunate play. It happens.
Yeah, Wendy's starting to ruin dreams here. Interesting to note this seed here again. World 6, another level that's being reduced by a third here, a world, should I say? So
yeah,
I have to deal with that. Man, this is one of these. This seems to be a very short seed here.
Yeah, about as short as mine from yesterday. Mine, I was done in almost 44 minutes. So it's been so 6-5 is one of 2 levels in the game where it is mandatory to have flying ability to clear the level. The other being 7-4-1.
Yeah, and Paraducks having some aerial enemies trying to attack him. Got a micro Goomba and a flying Goomba. He'll have no problem with that.
Gimmick, to answer your question, Gimpxtreme was the 4 seed going into this match.
Yeah, Grand Pooh Bears.
6-5 is 3-3, a vanilla, a popular sighting for Boss Bass, but not today.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So just to let you all know, even though this is a round 2 match, and of course, as unlike the grouping staging where everybody was going to play 3 matches, in round 1 and 2 of the bracket, this is single elimination. So once you lost, if you lose, that's it. You are unfortunately going to be removed from the tournament. So, but if you make it to round 3, for those who don't know, our quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will all be played in the best of 3 format. So potentially triple the action, depending on how the runs go.
Paraducks gets a coin ship. Except a star.
Yeah, this is, and you know, when people say that, hey, I don't run a game, I should play it. I mean, just look at this. You got someone that was undefeated in the group staging. And just like earlier today, you have someone that has the world record in one category of this game, and both not doing too well today. You know, unfortunately, this happens, one of those off days.
It was mostly chalk going into this, but today we're starting to see a little March Madness fever.
You know, the upsets. You know, the nerves sometimes may kick in, and it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alright.
Ooh, boy, that was a rough hitbox right there on that muncher.
Yeah.
Getting hit by, I think, almost by the one below to his right of him.
Yeah, just got clipped just a little bit. Gets the jump this time. So Paraducks gonna do another round of the end cards. Really get a decent look at what he's getting for items, but he's got 3 hammers. He's got 3 hammers, so he is. Yeah,
it looks like Fire is the Starman. So
the World 8 Fortress in what is traditionally the Ice Palace, or the Ice Fortress, I mean. So and some people in the tournament swear off the end cards and prefer to go through based on execution, which is perfectly valid. But sometimes, you know, you do get those items with the hammers. You do get the end cards, and they start giving you hammers and Lakitu clouds. They can pay off very handsomely. Paraducks back. So Paraducks doing a little wall clipping there. Get to Boom Boom. Your business. Gimp unfortunately got stun locked and took a death to Ludwig.
Oh, that is unfortunate, man. I tell you, man, don't be fooled by these deaths. You know, these are some really good players. You know, and again, sometimes it just happens. The randomizer can just take down the best of players, and sometimes the players who may not have the best time just get a lucky break or just have one of their really, really good runs and begin to build up a nice little lead. Unfortunately.
Yep. So Gimp is finally out with out of Pipeland at about 24-10. Good news is he'll get a quick World 3, but he's still way behind. And 6-9 is 2-4. Paraducks going to take the high road.
Can't blame him for that one. Minimal enemies up here.
Yeah, I had a seed where 2-4 was the first level, and it was vicious.
No ability to go upstairs.
No ability, and the Hammer Bros were all stun locking everything.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yep.
After that, it was pretty good, but threw down the gauntlet right out of the box. And Gimmick Soldier's favorite level, Super Tanks.
Yeah. Yeah. For those who don't know, if you happen to see a brother, any of the brothers, either in the level or on the world map, those are all randomized. So you don't know which ones you'll see between our Fire, Boomerang, Standard Hammer Brothers, or the big guys, the Sledge Brothers. So,
like, it's not uncommon for a lot of players to just use stars before going to a Hammer Brother just to hedge their bets.
Oh yeah.
So, World 6 airship is the World 2 airship, Morton. Paraducks, be able to go over the mast, but goes right on through. Paraduck. Lemmy is going to require more than 2 hits. It's a standard 3-hitter.
Yeah. Got a little scared there when he bounced over to the side. But,
so,
getting it done.
5 worlds down, he's at 2605. Worlds 4 and 5, Giant and Skyland still in play.
Yeah. And I think he still has an extra hammer right now, so...
So, yeah, he'll be able to skip half of... I think he's got more than 2 hammers, so he can skip half of World 4 and about a third of World 5 right out of the box. And if he has a Lakitu Cloud, he can start skipping Fortresses. I think he just got another one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where you can definitely see the advantage, especially in this particular race. Paraducks, with the flower being the hammer on the matching game, on top of the fact that with him not game over, he can get that 80,000 points more often. Gimp, couldn't build up those hammers earlier because he, kept dying, unfortunately. So,
yeah.
Double advantage almost for Paraducks here.
Yeah. And, and the Hammer Brothers have been very generous overall as well.
Yes.
So, Gimp is through World 3 at 27:15, so he's about 13 minutes behind based on time clearance. So, it's a tall order indeed. Paraducks deciding to play 5-2. Could have used a Lakitu Cloud, give himself a free pass because of the pipe, but gets 7-9 as his reward with an Angry Sun.
Yeah, this Sun probably shouldn't come to play too much here.
Yeah. Near the end he can, but in general, yeah, he doesn't really play much of a factor.
Yeah. If you're little, though, you gotta be careful, especially when you're going down, because you can't always see him.
Right. So... Gimp doing the same thing as Paraducks, skipping the first half of World 2, playing 2-3, 5-4.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're curious about the details about the randomizer, as Claris.com just typed in chat, you can check out those links. The last link in that block of text kind of explains in detail the particular settings used in the tournament settings of randomizer. But of course, you can always download it yourself and play it firsthand and experience the frustration you see our players sometimes going through.
So
again, making that climb back up on 5-2 there. And hopefully he can pick up a star at the end of this level to get that life count up. We don't want to have any more game overs over there for sure.
No, I think he will take it. Paraducks, like I said, this is why a lot of the runners in the tournament have been using stars.
Another hammer, man.
Man.
Gotta be selling at least quad hammers right now.
So he'll be able to skip the next part of World 5, half of World 4, and if the draw is not favorable, he could skip, he can use it on the 2 locks of World 8. So he's in fantastic shape.
He has everything he could want right now.
Yep. I think he even has a hammer suit, so we can go for a quick kill on Bowser.
Indeed, yeah, got one of those for clearing one of the earlier worlds there. So Paraducks, I don't know, man. Depending on how far how quick this can go, and maybe even some more good luck from these pipes here. Who knows? Maybe he can bust out that fabled sub 40 in the tournament. Who knows? It's gonna be tight, but it could happen.
Gonna need some pretty quick levels coming up to really make that a reality. But yeah, he's in really good shape.
Yeah. So he's looking at. He'll probably cloud something. I would cloud something in the upper area. You know. I'd
probably cloud 5-9 myself, or maybe get over the fortress. Oh, he's just gonna keep burning.
Double cloud, triple cloud, the unheard of triple cloud strat.
Now, please do not die here, Paraducks.
Yes.
Please.
This will be massive. I would have used a star here though after that cloud, just for the safety, or some kind of maximum power. Oh God.
Okay, he's fine. And he gets a Lakitu cloud. Well.
Oh great, another one. God, return on investment here.
Why can't I ever get seeds like this?
Dude, look at this inventory. This might be one of the best inventories I've ever seen in this tournament.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And so obviously he has no further use to go to an end card. I mean, he can just really skip the rest of the game at this point, it feels like.
Yeah. He's on his way to Roy, and it's a vanilla airship. Third one we've had, but he's bringing out the boom shake.
Shouts out to E-Tap with our Mario RPG reference. You get 1 coup point. So both of our players getting their wands. Gimp falling down, going to World 5, and Paradox moving on to his 7th world here.
It'll be Giant Land.
Which we already know he can already take off half of it with his abundance of hammers here.
So trolley levels still in play: 7-2, 7-5, 7-8, 6F3, 8-1, 8-2, still in play.
You know what could help him out right now is most likely Paradox is going to hammer obviously the first half, and he'll probably run into the Hammer Brothers, and to make his life even better, the Hammer Brothers will probably drop clouds.
Well, he already picked up a cloud from the princess, so he's got 2, so he can skip the 4 and 4-4.
Yeah, sure can. So let's see how this plays out here. And look at that!
3 hammers.
We got a full house there, man. God. Oh man, it's a Duco Hammer Brother there.
That's the first Hammer Brother level.
Oh, stun! He
Lock.
tried to get past him and stun lock said, "No, bro, you ain't getting past me that easy."
It almost got clipped there.
How about a cloud? Yeah, he did. So he's going to trade in his hammer for Tanuki. Teddy Ruxpin play here. Gimp going to try the 7-6 clip as a tailed Mario. Not easy, possible, but not easy. And oh, look at there. Gimp gets that pretty quickly, honestly, with a tail. I'm actually impressed on that one.
It's like the first bit of good fortune he's had in a while.
Yeah. And wow, talk about using the perfect power up at the right time.
Yep. It's like, and that's a great feeling when you get a Tanuki or Raccoon power and before a fort, and you get this one.
I'm telling you, man, Paraducks really having one of those really, really good runs right now.
He was telling me earlier, saying in the chat earlier that he wasn't getting a lot of good seeds in his practices. Well,
I tell you what, based on what could happen here, if, like, for instance, if we have a God World 8 pipe, we're looking at the potential for a sub 40-minute run here.
Yeah, at least 36, 37, 38 minutes, yeah.
He'll have all those hammers for nothing, but even if he needs to use them, he's well off here.
Maybe the hammers will be the pathway to that God. It'll be like a God route, but by way of 2 hammers.
Yeah.
That potential.
So he's done with the first 7 in 34 minutes here, and he's looking like he's going to be probably moving into our round 3 quarterfinal stage of this tournament.
Yeah.
Unless something just crazy happens.
Yeah.
Pick up another cloud here or something. Yeah.
Opponent is TBD. We have 2 other second round matches tonight. I think one of them will determine his opponent.
Yep, we have one that's coming up at 8 o'clock, so literally just 18 minutes from now, and there's another one that's 8 o'clock Eastern, and there's another one at 8:30 Eastern, so we'll probably have a couple channels to watch those on.
The tank level is 3-7 with a boss pass.
Picks up that P speed just to begin to boost away from him. So here we go. Let's see if we're going to have a potential really godlike World 8. Checking that first pipe.
Given the gross generosity this seed has already given out, you'd think not. There's, like I said, hammer time.
Yeah, so that's one of the 2 locks already taken care of, and let's see where this takes them. Maybe down below. Then okay, well.
What did I tell you?
Jackpot. Could it be double hammer to the Bowser screen? Oh man, I would love it if it is.
No, buddy, it's not. It's taking quite a route to get there, but there it is. Hammers literally could have swung this race any way right now. Jeez.
This was close. Just having that one extra hammer. Man, oh man, oh man. So, we could have a sub 40 here.
I think Paraducks getting a little exuberant there. Took a couple of hits getting to the pipe.
Dude, yeah, he was a little happy there, man, but...
oh, man.
Wow. These are the seeds you hope for. So, again, Paraducks already having a star and a hammer suit in his inventory, so... so long he doesn't get hit, we're going to have a very, very fast Bowser fight. I think this will be our second or first.
I think we had a sub 40. Was it Sky or was it somebody else?
I can't remember, but this will be, I'm pretty sure it's our second sub 40 we're looking at right here. I almost thought he used the frog suit. I was like, no!
He could have been having he could play with a frog suit and probably still clock a sub 40.
Yeah, it's got 3 minutes to take care of Bowser. Even if he gets hit now, he's got the time anyway just to play it naturally. So,
even doing it the normal way, Bowser doesn't take that long. Gets the 1-up clip through the wall.
Playing it safe on the donut. Can't blame you one bit there. So, if Paraducks was to win this here, we're not sure who will play, but he will play the winner between Classic Gamer and Jabum, which is going to happen at 8 p.m. I believe.
That's the 8 o'clock matches. I got 8:30 is Tapadio and Kevin. That's what I got.
So we're not only going to bust out 40. We're gonna be sub 38.
Yep.
Which is really one of the fastest seeds overall.
Yeah. And he has done with an official SRL time of 37 minutes, 59 seconds.
Well, I tell you, when your playing is on point, your in-cards randomized well, you decide to play them, and I'm telling you, oh man, it just set up for a very fast seed there. So, GG.
And the Hammer Brothers are giving you everything. Yeah,
everything. It's like your birthday all of a sudden, man. So Paraducks will advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, maybe it is his birthday. I mean, man, to get that kind of a seed.
Yeah, we haven't had many of those at all. Even just people who play Randomizer for a long time. You just don't get 40 seeds too often.
I never have.
I think I've had like 4 or 5 times at best. Out of probably a couple, 300 of them. So
yeah.
So nevertheless, though, Gimpxtreme going to finish strong here. Again, interesting that, like I said, Gimp was undefeated in this tournament so far, but man, just a fortunate rough beginning. Wendy taking down another player in this tournament, unfortunately.
Yeah, like the first 15 minutes was just a perfect storm of awfulness.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So we're gonna see if we can get Paraducks in here to speak about this extremely slow performance he just delivered for us. No. And of course, while Gimp is filling up the whole board there, remember you all, if you want to see more details about the Mario 3 Randomizer tournament, details, how you can play it yourself, exclamation SMB3, because if you do, you might be like the man Paraducks, just having the seat of your life. Paraducks, what is up, yo?
Hello, this was crazy. All I have to say is hammers. They were everywhere.
Hammers and Lakitu clouds. Skyland, you used a triple Lakitu cloud.
Yeah, I was crazy. I was scared at first because I was afraid to die to the coin ship. It almost happened, but I kept my cool and beat it.
See, you were all worried about not having a good seed, and look at this, man. Like, everything that's going in your favor. On top of that, Gimp had, a couple of game overs at the beginning of it, so your lead was already pretty hefty.
Okay.
As you can see that, he's traversing to his 6th world now, so with him having a constant game over, and then you being able to nail those, having the flower as the hammer equivalent on matching, plus, like I said, everybody's dumping hammers everywhere you go. Dude, man, this is what you want to see in the bracket stage for sure.
Perfect World 7, Fast World 3, Fast World 8 with the hammers. So yeah, it was a great seed.
Yeah, like as John was saying, Wendy and just an unpleasant, the vanilla 7F2, and you pulled through, and after that, you basically went straight through on autopilot and made almost no mistakes.
Yeah, I'm pretty consistent in general in the stages, so yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it must be pretty hyped to know that, hey man, you've made it into the quarterfinals now, so now you're going to be doing best of 3 until you win this tournament, right?
I never thought I would reach this far in the tourney since the group stages. With my 2 losses, I thought I was gone, and I came back.
Yeah, you've won 4 in a row now, so it seems you enjoy playing with your back to the wall a little bit.
Tell you, man, the threat of being eliminated can just step up your gameplay sometimes. Sometimes you get a little comfy when you win everything, like, I got it. And all of a sudden, Gimp, like you said, seeing one of those seeds, just unfortunately, Wendy, man. And it wasn't even like the super hard Wendy. It's just, we were talking about Paraducks and how you play it. Like, when you hit Wendy, do you wait or do you try to get that hit as soon as she lands? You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, but the thing with Tick Wendy is easier to jump on her before she spawns her rings for...
yeah. And
I find it easier with Tick Wendy than normal
It also helped in your case, Paraducks. You were big. Gimp was small the whole way through, and he didn't have the ability to make himself bigger because the item box was star.
Oh yeah, well.
So he was playing with severe handicap as far as that's concerned, and that allowed you to sail through on Wendy, while he just could not find the timing. But such as it is. But so, were there any parts of the run that you were like, oh, this is starting to get a little nervous, or were you feeling pretty comfortable the whole way through?
When I got to 7th Fortress 2, I was pretty nervous because I thought I was behind since I died in 7-9, I think.
7...
Well, the last stage before the 14 World 7.
Oh,
a
7-9.
there, and I thought I was behind there, but reaching well 8, my Earth was racing because I thought I was still a little behind, and I wanted to make up for the time. But as it turned out, I was okay.
Yeah, like who knew? But
yeah, as a matter of fact,
since it's a crazy fast seed, I really thought I was behind.
Well, I'll tell you what. Unless I'm trying to make sure my notes are correct, but to the best of my knowledge, from me looking at all the previous races, this is the fastest time that has occurred in the tournament so far. There was a low 39, but this would be the fastest time in the entire tournament so far.
Dang.
So, on top of good C's and good drops and good in card, the matching helped out obviously with those additional hammers. So, yo, you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there have been faster people. I mean, God, I've had a 33-minute seed on my stream, but for the sake of a tournament,
yeah,
you know, this would be the fastest one we've had in the tournament so far.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
That's how the randomizer goes, man. Sometimes it makes one of these, and sometimes it doesn't, and usually it doesn't. It seems like.
Yeah, and you know, it's like, and you being the 24 seed, you know, taking down the 4 seed, you know, and for those of you who are NCAA basketball fans, we have our Cinderella.
Tell you, it does happen. So, Paraducks can sit comfortably knowing that, yeah, you get a cup probably. I mean, it depends on when you decide to do your race anyway. But of course, the upcoming race that's going to happen at 8 o'clock will decide who Paraducks will do his first best of 3 match. It's going to be Classic Gamer or Javelin. If you had a choice, who are you more scared of, Paraducks? I'm not sure if you've been watching and playing that, but you think?
I watched Classic, and he's a really good player, so that will be my guess who will win that match, and I will face.
Yeah, Classic Gamer also has had some, and Classic Gamer kind of had like probably the average lowest time across the beginning section, but then you have someone like Jabum, who has the world record in a Mario v ROM hack, so he knows the level designs like it's nothing. So again, 2 really good players between those 2.
I've done exhibition runs against him, and he's very good. He's very consistent.
Indeed. So for those who don't know already, if you're wondering, is there going to be even more action? Again, there is a race coming up in 5 minutes, actually.
Yeah.
Another one. Not sure on the channel off the top of my head here.
Yeah, it's at 8:30. It's Tapadio J and Cavan 856.
Yeah.
So well, most of the quarterfinal bracket's set, and the final match is tomorrow afternoon.
Indeed, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, the 8 o'clock match is actually scheduled to be here. So, it's going to happen when Gimp wraps up. So, I guess I don't know. Are you going to stick around for it, Pro? You want to hang out? You want to get a little break?
Yeah, I'll hang out. I'll have to find someone else for the 8:30 match, but
well, see, this is what happened. So I think the way it's scheduled, I'll put myself down for the one up next, and then you can handle the one at 10 or 9. No, 8:30.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man. You know, we don't want to work ourselves to death here. You know?
No, I'm fine with either one. You know, whatever works.
I mean, they're not paying us well for that, but you know.
Yeah. It's all in good fun, though.
Yeah, indeed it is. So that means for those who are looking for another match, don't go nowhere because it's going to happen when this one ends, and then the 8:30 match will happen at Speed Gaming 2. That match, the 8 o'clock match is between Jabum and Classic Gamers, Classic Gamer 88. The 8:30 match is between Tapatio J and Cavan 856. So Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 at 8 and 8:30 respectively. So
and Gimp is going to probably do the same. It's likely going to do the same thing. Paraducks did. He's got the arsenal for it, so he should be done in the next couple of minutes here.
Indeed. Yeah, so those will wrap up. In fact, and then tomorrow, just to give you an FYI for those who can't see the schedule, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, that will be our final round 2 match between Duckfist and Fonzoid. So once the 2 matches I mentioned come up today, as well as that one, then we will have our round 3, our quarterfinal matches set up here. Yeah, that's when things get fun.
Yeah, 2 quarterfinal matches have already been set. Sky Bills will be playing when Chuck attacks, and Mitch Flower Power will be playing me, actually.
Oh! Are you scared? Are you ready?
I'm ready for my execution, yes.
Wow, the confidence factor is not too high.
Yeah.
We gotta get you a little bit more motivated here. Look at Paraducks. He is a living testimony. He just beat an undefeated player.
Yeah. And speaking of which,
are you scared? Are you ready?
I'm ready for my execution, yes.
Wow, the confidence factor is not too high.
I think we got Gimp is, I think,
we gotta get you a little bit more motivated here. Look at Paraducks. He is a living testimony. He just beat an undefeated player.
Yeah. And speaking of which,
let's see here.
I think we got Gimp is, I think,
are we good here?
I think Gimp's got some feedback.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so that second race will come up in just a little bit here. Let's see here. Looks like Gimp is gonna wrap this up here. Gonna take down Bowser. Are we good here?
I think Gimp's got some feedback.
Oh, it's all good. What is up, Gimp? Congratulations, man, on yeah. So that second race, man, that beginning was woo.
Yeah, I don't like Wendy. I've never liked Wendy, and I will never, ever like Wendy.
So that means go to Gimpxtreme and totally, if you have Wendy emotes, make sure you use them profusely in the stream.
That's evil, Big John.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna make a custom shirt for you. That I didn't survive the Wendy, man. Man, that hurt my feelings so much, man, because that pattern of Wendy and trying to time your jump, and of course she jumps the same time you do, and you get hit by her.
I think one of the first times I died to her is one of the weird hitboxes too that got me. I hit bow or something like that. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "I was so close."
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I was surprised by that. I was like, "Wow, I thought he had that," and then it just kind of seemed to spiral from there. It just kept getting, worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. The fact that I made it to the top 16 players, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I don't speedrun. I just started, actually, I should say. This is my first randomizer. I mean, I don't know if you saw my first race against JLo, but I gamed over twice in the first world like I did last time. So I have a lot to learn and kind of figure out my movements a little better.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, regardless if it's your first race, you did a doggone good job, man, because you had to beat out some people to get even in the tournament in the first place, or make it to the grouping stages and the bracket stages. And GG, man, someone has to lose, but man, I mean, you did well, obviously. I mean, your record shows that.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't go 3-0 in group play by accident.
No, and the sad thing was, if you even take out all that time with Wendy, Paraducks still beat me by several minutes. Even if I got those game overs, he still just blew past that. I saw his time show up at 37 minutes. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to rewatch and see how he played.
Yeah. Hammers were abundance in this season.
Yeah,
I won't spoil his World 5 strap, but you don't see that too. Let's just say it was pretty neat, I must say. When things go your way, inventory as well, and hammers are dropping what you want, and hammer rubbers, and oh boy. But you're not going to stop playing this, I know, right?
No, you said that you were going to do a 1, 2, and 3 randomizer, right?
I was talking about that earlier today because
I saw that
ability that there is a Mario 1 randomizer. It actually was made some years ago. Actually, not too heavily updated, but it exists. And Tetrally has been working pretty heavily on Mario 2 randomizer. Kind of getting that to a point where we're almost at our final release date of that one. And of course, we got Mario 3. So who knows, man? We could have a 1, 2, 3 randomizer tournament.
I'd be down for that. Cool. I wouldn't mind.
That'd be pretty wild. That's for sure.
Having to deal with not only just different games, but different physics sets and different characters in Mario 2 US and the trilogy SMB trilogy randomizer tournament. What? Yeah. Oh, that sounds so good.
I'm down for it. You guys already play what is that? All Stars Warpless and All Stars, with warps.
Indeed, man. All right, yo. Well, anyway, I guess I'll say congrats again to Paraducks. We'll be moving on to that. And Gimp, you got any final words for the people?
You should pick this up. Check out Fred Coughlin, check out Big John, check out Pro. These guys are all great. Even Paraducks. This is probably the most friendly community I've ever played with. A lot of gaming communities are kind of harsh and not very, very nice if you're not good at the game. But this is a community that wants everyone to succeed. So, like someone like Human Mustard, he's always in Discord, always wanting to race, always wanting to teach people stuff. And the biggest person I've seen learn the most is probably Kevin, my last opponent in the group stage. And I honestly was kind of hoping to see him again in the tournament, but that's okay. I hope he keeps moving on and gets further into the tournament.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Well, congrats again, Gimp, and sorry it had to go this way, but I'm sure if we do this again, you'll be right back into it.
That's right.
All right.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a good one, and we're gonna keep on with some more Mario 3 randomizer tournament action because we got another race coming up right now. Another match to help solidify who's going to make it to round 3. Those quarterfinals will begin best out of 3. We've got Classic Gamer 88 and Jabum coming up right now. So you all give us just a few moments to get them situated, and we'll be back with more of this randomizer tournament stuff.
Thanks, Big Johnny. Thanks, Pro.
All
Everyone
right.
have some fun tonight. I'll be in the chat watching. So.
All
right, man. Have a good one, man.
Thanks.
And of course, for you all who are just sitting here chilling in the chat as we get set up for that next race, remember, if you want to partake in the Mario 3 randomizer program yourself and you say, hey, this is kind of fun, I want to play it myself, hey, I want to find someone I don't like and give it to them and say, hey, look at this bust up copy of Mario 3, you can type !SMB3. You all will be able to get the software free of charge. And of course, you all can just have a good old time, man. You can check out all the details of the tournament as well. Check out the brackets, the upcoming schedules as they begin to get scheduled. Because obviously, once we get these races done today, our quarterfinalists will be able to schedule those matches, so you'll be seeing when they're going to happen. Again, best out of 3. Really, really crucial to make it to round 3. Because again, best out of 3 in case you have a bad seed, bad luck. You can kind of regather your thoughts, knowing you'll have another chance at it.
Yeah, it's that's at least it's not just one and done. You would get a shot at redemption here, because I'm sure some runners, and that's just the way it goes. Like, boy, if I just had another run, I could really get it going. Speaking from experience, like those first 10 minutes, it's all nerves. Like, you really don't get settled in until about the 10-15 minute mark, and then you're back to playing your normal game.
Yeah, you always start the game with a non-existent inventory. You don't know what's coming up. You have to you gotta play pretty well when you first start, unless for some reason you just get dumped a lot of items. Right.
Yeah, you're really praying for a good level draw, just to kind of help you settle in. You don't want to see 7-5 right out of the box, or 8-1, or any of those really difficult end game levels. You just want to kind of ease into it, and then build your stockpile and get ready to roll.
Indeed, man. Indeed. And of course, by the way, if you haven't already, for all those that are in the chat, if you have not followed F. Coughlin, which has the name of Fred, who actually made this tournament would not be possible at all had his amazing coding skills not been put to use as they have been. So if you haven't already, make sure you show the developer some love. But again, it's not just him, but all these people who make randomizers. It's one thing just to have a game tournament, but to have a randomizer tournament where someone has to code and compensate for soft locks and logic and all that stuff. Some of these guys, in fact, just a matter of last night, for instance, the Link to the Past randomizer. I rated him last night because he was working on a new version of the logic for Link to the Past randomizer. And, watch them test that stuff out and whatnot. So you got to show some love, man, because we're talking about hundreds, probably thousands of hours.
Yeah.
Unpaid, uncompensated, just doing it out of the pure love and passion for the game. So make sure y'all show them some love, man.
So segueing over to our 8 p.m. match, we have the 8 seed, Classic Gamer 88, taking on Jobum, the 14th seed. Classic Gamer comes in with a record, came into the bracket stages with a record of 3-0 out of Group B. Jobum, the 14th seed, was 2-1 in Group I, and Jobum defeated Buzz Thunder, and Classic Gamer 88 defeated Lenifus.
Yep. So again, we have, as we heard us mention earlier, if you saw the earlier race, we got some really talented players here. These two players are good at Mario 3. Classic Gamer known for talking a lot of junk. For those that are part of the Discord, he will talk some junk to you, but he can back it up with some good gameplay. You know, and Jabum being a master of this game, and of course a ROM hack. For those who don't know, Jabum is the world record holder in Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix, which is a ROM hack of Mario 3. Kind of ties in other 2D and even 3D games into it. So he is not any kind of foreign creature to this gameplay either. So this should be a good one, man.
No, he's very, very talented. I've raced against him a couple of times in exhibition, and yeah, he's very talented. So I think, and classic as well. So I think this is gonna be a good one. I think they're gonna give our viewers a really good show tonight.
I hope they do, man, because I tell you what, the first two races we had today, man, you expect a little closer, but man, we've had some, unfortunately, not too even timed races, man. We've had some pretty big wins here as far as time standpoint. So maybe we can get out that curse and we can have people not trip up at the very beginning of this race, because it has happened twice today already. And
in general, the round 2 matches have 4 of the 5 we've had have been blowouts. Mine was the only one within 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, they have been double-digit differences. So, but our players are going to get ready here, and then I'm sure you'll be happy. We'll see how many Fred levels we have this time.
Yeah, let's hit it. And so I think starting.
Yeah, I think we're good. Classic Gamer is good. Is he all good? I think we're all good.
They're set to go, and started already, and there we go. So World 7 leads off today. Jobum